The hidden signs of spiritual awakening. How to know you're rising. Have you ever felt like something is shifting deep within you? Like the life you were living no longer fits the shape of who you are becoming? This isn't just change, it's an awakening. And the first sign are often invisible to the world. Spiritual signs. Spiritual awakening rarely begins with fireworks, it begins with whispers. You start questioning the rules, the news doesn't feel real. Your old desires start to fade, you crave truth more than entertainment. And silence becomes more beautiful than noise. You feel pulled to something higher, but you can't explain it. It's not religion, it's not dogma, it's a memory. A remembrance of the soul you've always been. As the consciousness shift began this year across the entire planet, we are now ready to begin a new life, more mindful, elevated, and aligned. Our bodies are no longer designed for the old world's patterns. To match the new Earth frequency, we must evolve through intention, energy, and habit, because forming new habits is not just productivity. It's the foundation of awakening your body, mind, and soul to the new timeline. But awakening isn't just spiritual, your biology feels it too. Your sleep becomes lighter or more vivid. Your body starts rejecting processed food, toxic habits, and even certain people. You may feel fatigue as your nervous system recalibrates. Your heart rate slows in meditation. You feel tingling during breathwork or cold water. That's your vagus nerve activating. Your pineal gland, the third eye, begins to awaken. Your gut-brain axis starts sending new signals. You're not crazy, you're evolving. Relational signs. As your frequency rises, some relationships will fall. Friends who once felt like home now feel like noise. You notice manipulation more clearly. You can no longer tolerate shallow conversations. But you also attract souls who resonate deeply with your new vibration. You meet others on the same path, not by coincidence, but by resonance. And sometimes you must walk alone for a while, not because you're lost, but because you've outgrown the crowd. The role of silence, breath, and cold. This transformation is supported by ancient tools. Silence rewires the brain. It awakens the prefrontal cortex and strengthens your intuition. Grounding connects your electromagnetic field back to Earth, restoring clarity. Deep breathing activates your parasympathetic nervous system. You exit the chaos of fight or flight and enter the temple of presence. Cold water becomes a gateway, a baptism of rebirth. Each time you enter, your ego melts. Each exhale invites the divine. The frequency of the awakened. Once you awaken, you begin to emit a new frequency. Not louder, not stronger, just truer. People sense it in your gaze, in your calm when others panic, in your joy that doesn't depend on conditions. You become a mirror, showing others what they forgot within themselves. You're not here to preach, you're here to embody, because your presence speaks louder than your words ever could. Affirmation, repeat with me, slowly, from the center of your being. I am open to divine remembrance. I breathe in stillness. I exhale fear. I trust the process of my awakening. I surrender what no longer serves me. I receive the codes of my highest timeline now. I am light, remembering itself. How to let go. Letting go is not forgetting. It is not weakness. Letting go is a sacred act of surrender. You're not giving up, you're giving space. Space for something greater to enter. We often try to heal by thinking more, overanalyzing, controlling the outcome. But real healing begins when you release your grip. When you say to life, I no longer carry what doesn't belong to my future, and you place it gently into the fire of transformation. Letting go is not an ending, it's the beginning of who you truly are. Why the spoken word has more power than silence. Now let's go deeper. Meditation calms the mind. Visualization programs the subconscious, but the spoken word commands reality. Why? Because vibration creates form. When you speak, you shape the ether with frequency. Your voice is not just sound, it's a carrier wave of intention. It echoes into the quantum field. Here are 3 powers of the spoken word. Resonance. Speaking activates your own cells. The vibration of your voice touches every organ, especially the vagus nerve. It's not just energy, it's biology. You literally speak healing into your body. Alignment. When your thought, emotion, and voice align, you enter coherence. That's when manifestation accelerates. You don't just feel your truth, you speak it into existence. Transmission. Spoken words ripple. When you speak your affirmation out loud, even alone, you transmit it to the field around you. Other souls, other timelines, other futures begin to align in response. Silence brings you home, but the voice opens the door. So speak life over yourself, not someday, not when you're ready. Now let your breath be the vehicle, let your voice be the frequency, and let every word you speak be a mirror of the truth that's already rising within you. This is not an accident. You were guided here, not by chance, but by something deeper within you calling you to remember. Only those who are ready ever find messages like this. This is more than a habit, it's your code. The way we move, eat, breathe, and think must match the energy of what's coming. And what's coming is higher. Align with it, live it, and rise into the timeline where your fullest self is waiting. This is Habit Code, and the next episode starts right now.